Leading the way to the 2022 drop-off was the reality that the Fed was raising rates, we were fighting inflation, but now that that year has ended and tax loss selling is over, it's time to look out to what there is next year. Starting in the week, do we see that early rotation that comes into the markets that can give you that big bounce to the upside to start off your trading year? Despite the fact that we have a very light earnings calendar, we get Walgreens Boot Alliance. It's a major down name. It's going to be a good litmus test for the overall market. Can this lead to a good run on the end of earnings season? We're also going to see Constellation Brands. That should be a nice little mover there. Not a lot in the way of big tech, but that doesn't mean there aren't earnings still to be traded. Tesla had its worst year, worst quarter, worst month heading into the final days of the trading year. Can Tesla make a turnaround? If you're not watching that first week in Tesla, when tax loss selling was done the final 2 days of the year, Tesla was up. Can it continue that rally is the big question. If it can find that momentum, it's a more reasonable PE and you could see an early rally. So everyone loves to make predictions when you go into the new year. We've got a host of analysts that are calling out what they think is going to happen in 2023. You have some from JP Morgan, you've got those from Bank of America that are simply saying they're going to stay the course with the Fed, we're still in a bearish market, and we're going to look to retest some lows. All the major themes stay around. But as we can see with some of the graphics that we have here, you've got analysts up and down across the board with calls from 3,400 on the S&P 500 to 4,750. So what that tells us is even the analysts see a lot of uncertainty going into the full year. That's going to mean lots of volatility. If the analysts aren't sure where we're going, day traders are going to look to see volatility, and that's going to start as soon as Tuesday in the holiday shortened week. While we have a light week on the earnings calendar, here's a few notable economic releases that you got to look forward to that could move stocks. Tuesday, the first trading day, pre-market, right at 9:30, we're going to get December manufacturing PMI. Probably a little bit more important, on Wednesday at 10 a.m., you will get December ISM manufacturing PMI. That is going to be a major market mover. We know with the Fed looking at the overall health of the economy, you're going to see an importance on economic releases when it comes to their policy, possible pivoting and all that nonsense that the market's looking for. You'll want to make sure you're tuning into these economic numbers. On Thursday, 8:15 pre-market, we're going to see the ADP non-farm payroll change. And on Friday, we get December non-farm payrolls at 8:30 and the unemployment rate. The labor market is a major factor in the Fed's decision making. Those numbers are going to be watched heavily, almost as heavily as when we start getting inflation data coming in. So producer prices matter, inflation matters. Also, that labor market is going to be a key. So happy New Year from everybody here at Trader TV Live. We wish you all the best in your trading journey in 2023. Check us out every single morning, and don't forget to subscribe to the free watch list.